John, first and foremost, just want to thank you and your team for everything. Um, within 2 or 3 weeks, you've actually made my vision become a reality. I never thought because I almost was beginning to lose hope that I'll ever have something running at the plot where this work has been done. Just to give you a quick, just a quick summary. Um, when my when my sister, who is now dead, visited us here on her way back, I gave her the document for the plot so that maybe when chance allows, I've got some bit of money, I can send money to her so that she can start probably developing it on our behalf. But God being who He is, my sister is normal. Uh, God being who He is, I think He has a plan for me. He has a plan for me, even for the plot which I have. So I didn't know that God was working behind the scenes, and I'm glad that God was using you and your team to provide a solution to my problem. When I spoke to you about it, I remember you even asking me whether I'd listened to your podcast. I said no. I believe it's just God because I didn't even know that this is the project that you would undertake for me. And as soon as I spoke to you, your men were on the ground. We agreed on the plans. As soon as we agreed, we chunked things down, a breakdown of how we wanted things to be done. We started by clearing the plot, clearing the maize field, which was found at my plot. Neighbors tried to take advantage. They saw that this land the owner is not here, so they were growing crops there. To clear it and to to start a project on it is something that I never thought it would ever take place. So clearing it was one thing. After clearing, what else? What next? The next was, should we put a wall fence? Put a wall fence and protect what? There's nothing there. So the first thing we thought was, water is important. Water is life. Let's put a borehole. And your team was there. Within days, the borehole was dug. Within days, the pump was put in place and water started coming out. Within days, blocks for the wall fence were there. Within days, with water on site, construction started taking place. I'm talking now, the wall fence is done. I'm talking right now, there's water in my plot. I'm talking now, I'm starting now to think of plans on what to put there, the structures. Where could I have achieved this? I could have never in a million years achieved this using our relatives back home. Never, I can promise you. If anyone wants to try, let them try. I'm so happy with the progress that has been done so far. You've got a very dedicated team, very ethical, and very professional.
So in terms of time scale, very good to hear that. In terms of time scale, literally the actual working days, how many days did we spend to get all these things up and running? There's a gate, it's got a lock, there's
No,
a wall
don't
fence,
don't say there was clearing.
clearing,
Yeah, there was
digging
borehole drilling.
bore drilling,
There was foundation
Foundation.
for the wall fence, and there's erection of the fence. Not only that, there's also a storage room, which
Storage
is more
room,
like
yes.
a servant's quarter. I can even go and live there,
and the toilets.
and the toilet as well, it's outside toilet. So basically, you know, the basic facilities are already there now, to help the development that are going to take place at my plot.
And that's in the record time of the
Less
actual
than less than 3 weeks. In less than 3 weeks, this has happened. I could never. I'm not even there. Most of the projects back home, I've literally just gone there personally to do it. I remember at one time when I was doing a small project, I literally had to get leave here, go to Zambia myself, started, hiring people, buying blocks, get this builder here, get that one, and it costed them. It was exhausting. It was a working holiday for me there, and I came back here exhausted. I didn't even finish the project. I started finishing some of the touch ups while I was still here. You guys, you are able to do things while I'm sat here.